It's Madden NFL 23.
And the question is, are you ready for some football?
It's the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's coming right up on EA Sports.
It is a perfect Sunday afternoon, and in the Steel City, those are reserved for one thing, football, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and of course leading them for his second season, last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
I think we'll all remember 2021 as a banner quarterback draft. And we saw 5 taken in the first round. It was actually the 5th of those 5, Mac Jones, who's the runner-up in the Rookie of the Year voting with the 5th most yards by a rookie in league history. The Patriots, they have to be dancing in the streets with the idea that this guy is going to be their quarterback for about the next 10 years.
Former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stop for a loss.
This opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Throwing Jones. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here come the Steelers for the first time in this game with their free agent signing at quarterback, the former #2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
Mitchell Trubisky is getting his second chance to start in the NFL and will be with another storied franchise, this time the Pittsburgh Steelers. He slowly fell out of favor in Chicago after making a Pro Bowl in his second season. But what a lot of people don't realize is that he had a winning record as a starter in each of his last 3 years with the Bears. He convinced a lot of people as a backup in Buffalo, including Pittsburgh, that there's still something to be unlocked in him as a starter.
First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers. Just shy of the 30. Trubisky will throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Claypool with another catch. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, then what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Harris running straight ahead. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Trubisky. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here's Trubisky to throw. he's got his big tight end here. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first down carry for Harris. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Jake Bailey on down to punt here on 4th down. And back deep, Gunnar Olszewski. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action. It's Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On the give, this is Harris. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Seven, our score after 1. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll toss to Harris. Brought down at the 20.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Trubisky to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So the Patriots coming out now. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Off play action. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Operating from the gun. Jones. His throw incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Jones. Smith catches left side. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Hunter Henry's now in his 2nd season with the New England Patriots and had 9 touchdowns in his first campaign and really emerged as rookie quarterback Mac Jones' favorite target, especially when they needed points in the red zone. Stays his favorite here and picks up a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Back to throw again. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man here is Gentry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Now Trubisky. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Holding offense.
So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And taken at the 46. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. Ooh, with a juke. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Now Trubisky on first down. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Trubisky. Completion here to Claypool. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Trubisky. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Trubisky to throw again. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And they cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Taking it about the 1. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for New England. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 27, Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Throwing, Jones. Throw left side, complete. That's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers at their own 16. Trubisky will throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll try the right side with Harris. A beautiful fake. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones out right to Bourne. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. This is Harris, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Jones now on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got a sense to pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. Folk's kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Trubisky to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. With his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Setting up the screen, Harris. And some space here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And he'll be held down at about the 30-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 24, Trubisky. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Boswell for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. The score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. New England trying to get a place on offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jones finding Bourne here over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On the ground, it's Harris. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground. Far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Jones to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up and making sure it was a catch.
Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there.
Under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Off the play fake. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Harris running straight ahead. He'll take this to the 46. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if hit it.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
To throw is Jones. Complete. It's Henry. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I'm starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Harris. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Harris. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is Harris. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On the give, this is Harris. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win, and it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.